4 years after the Supreme Court verdict, construction of Ram Temple is almost complete. The consecration ceremony, which will go on for next 7 days, will begin on 16th of January, and on the last day, on 22nd of January, a 51-inch idol of Ram Lalla representing Child Ram will be installed in the new temple with Prime Minister Narendra Modi and who's who of politics and business in attendance. Larsen & Toubro, which has been entrusted with the task to build this mega temple with a budget of 18,000 crore rupees, has delivered the project almost in time. And it is being complemented with an airport, a newly built railway station, and a bus terminal worth 400 crore rupees. The city of Ayodhya, which has been stuck in a time warp, is in the midst of a massive facelift. The prices of land and property have jumped fourfold since the apex court's verdict. The Ayodhya Development Authority anticipates 7,000 guests for the inauguration and a daily influx of 3 to 5 lakh visitors afterwards. The escalating tourism has attracted major hotel chains with 73 new hotels in the pipeline and 40 under construction. Radisson, the first international brand, is set to open an 80-room property with bookings available from January 1st. Indian Hotels, which manages the Taj Hotels chain, is also constructing 2 hotels in Ayodhya. The House of Abhinandan Lodha also plans a 25-acre residential plotted development project in Ayodhya. Clearly, the temple will also bring jobs in the underdeveloped eastern UP region, and it's the moment BJP has been waiting for since its formation.
The movement for constructing a Ram Mandir was launched by the Bharatiya Janata Party. We have seen how the elections and the electoral campaigns have moved around the building of a temple for Ram at Ayodhya. Now, when this temple is built, it will mean fulfillment of an electoral promise.
Many experts believe that the ruling party would reap electoral benefits of Ram Temple in the general elections, which will be held just a few months later, somewhere between April and May 2024. The temple inauguration has also put the leaders of opposition parties, which have formed an alliance called India, in a fix. Barring CPM chief Sitaram Yechuri, no other leader has denied the invitation. Congress's Shashi Tharoor, meanwhile, summed up the opposition's dilemma. He appealed that each of the invitees should be left free to make a personal choice, rather than be described as anti-Hindu if they don't go or playing into the BJP's hands if they do attend. Most experts believe that BJP's good showing in just concluded assembly polls and the sentiments generated by Ram Temple may help it in general elections. Some other factors, like continuation of the free ration scheme, will also tilt the scale in the ruling party's favour. So clearly, the opposition parties are in for a tough fight, especially in North India. Against this backdrop, what will be the significance of the 2024 general elections?
This will be, for the first time after several years, actually quite a few decades, since 1970 or so, that you will see a government that was in power for 2 successive 5-year terms will be going in for a fresh election and renew its term. So if, as is expected, if the ruling party at present renews its mandate from the people and forms a government for the 3rd term, it will be a record of sorts being seen after several decades in independent India.
And in a coincidence of sorts, about 40 other countries will also go to polls to elect a government this year. It may also reshape the global order. The United States, the UK, Russia, Ukraine, Pakistan, Bangladesh are among the countries where a change in government may prompt India to reshape its strategy. So what will be the significance of these elections?
One has to see that what kind of governments these elections throw up and what kind of global norms and global governance norms are framed by the newly elected governments in these countries.
Soon after the Indian general elections, the new government will have to present a complete budget for financial year 2025. So, what will be the key challenges for it?
One is to what extent the newly elected government adheres to the its commitment of fiscal prudence, because it will come soon after India's entry into the global bond index. And number two is the fact that the capital expenditure program of the Indian government in the last few years has been financed very well. The question is how far and how quickly can the center enhance this capital expenditure program. The third thing I would say is to what extent can the tax reform agenda can be furthered. The budget will be able to give an indication to what extent can the GST rates can be rationalized to raise the revenue neutral rate above 14.5%, which was what is supposed to be. It will be interesting to know that to what extent the new budget can outline a new agenda for a privatization and disinvestment and asset monetization so that the government can raise more resources.
Clearly, the first half of this year appears more eventful for now, with temple inauguration and elections on the cards. Global economy is on a revival path, and it may give a further boost to the Indian economy. This year looks less uncertain than the one that has just passed.
If you like this video, share it and subscribe to Business Standard. For more news, views and insights, log on to www.business-standard.com. Do also follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram and LinkedIn.
He's making plans for an early retirement. Business Standard.